Howdy. So the question today is, how do you market a private practice when you're super busy? Maybe you're working a full-time job, maybe you have family, so it's not like the evenings or something that are free and easy. So I have some suggestions for that. First, I want to thank TherapyNotes for sponsoring us. So here's my thought. First of all, you've probably heard me preach that I only want you to pick 5 marketing strategies tops, total, like no more than that, please, please, please. We talk about this a lot in the Marketing Fundamentals course in the Abundance Party, but I only want you to choose 5, one of which I want to be having an amazing website. You need to have an amazing website, period. The other I would prefer to have as networking. I want you to make sure you're networking. We actually have a free webinar coming up. I'll put that in the resources. But those 2 out of 5, and then you've got some to play with, right? One of those might be online listing services like Psychology Today. So there's 3, then you've only got 2 left. But I don't want you to be trying to do all the everything because it's just too much and you're not going to do it well. If social media, for instance, is one of your selected marketing strategies, I want you to choose one. Please don't do all the social media. The only way that social media works to build your caseload is to form relationships. That might be relationships with referral sources. It might be relationships with potential clients if they're sending you a DM and saying, I'm really interested in coming in, but I have these concerns. But if you're not on top of your social media, you just look like you're not very interested. So if you're going to choose social media as one of them, one platform. Networking is hard when you don't have much time, right? So I would suggest networking, trying to do at least 1 networking lunch per week. That might feel like a lot for some people. For extroverts, it might not feel like enough. But I think given the stress and strain on your time, 1 a week is plenty. That doesn't mean you reach out to 1 person to try to grab lunch. That means you're probably reaching out to at least 3 to get that 1 networking lunch. So I'd suggest maybe sending an email to 5 people, not 1 email with like all their email addresses in one, like 1 email, 1 person. We have a script for that or a template for that in the party as well. But sending 1 to 5 different people and then seeing who responds, scheduling your coffee with them. We'll talk all through this in the free thing I'll put in the resources, the how to network. But that way you can schedule some out. If all 5 people respond, amazing. You've got a month plus of opportunities to network with people. Fantastic. The person who wrote about this says that she loves to write. So great, blog. My favorite thing with blogging or most anything is to batch. So if you can write a bunch at once, wait until you kind of have stockpiled some, and then start releasing them maybe every week. Once a week is a great way to blog, but that might not be realistic for somebody with a full-time job and a family. So that might mean once a month. Whatever you choose, do it consistently, the same day of the month, once a month, if you're doing that. And if you stockpile some, like you could spend half a day, write a bunch of blogs, and then if you're writing 1 or 2 a month, then you're never like staring down, I don't know the analogy I'm going for, but nothing's breathing down your neck. How about that one? If you have paid time off in your job, consider taking some paid time off if you're like most Americans and have a stockpile that you're never going to be able to get through. Consider taking a half a day or a day off a month just to focus on your practice and do some of this marketing stuff. Hiring stuff out is another option if you have the funds. So that could be Google AdWords. I always recommend having a pro doing your AdWords if you're choosing that as a strategy. Again, you don't need to do Google AdWords to build, but if it's the strategy you choose, do it right, and that usually means hiring somebody. It might be having a VA answer your phone or create your social media posts. There are all sorts of ways kind of around this. And if you've got maybe 4 10s in your full-time job and then you have 1 day a week off, if you want to see clients from 9 until 5 that day, this is a situation where I want you to be sitting at your desk 9 to 5, getting your marketing materials out, taking care of business. When you have all day, all week, no problem, you're slow, you don't have a job, and you're just building your private practice, I'm going to say go to the beach sometimes, go on a walk, hang out with your dog, enjoy the downtime. But if you're trying to build this thing while you're also in a full-time job, your time is so limited that I'm going to say now is probably not the time to kick back. Once you're replacing your agency income, then, and you're quitting that full-time job, then you're going to have some downtime, and I want you to enjoy it. But right now, if you're chugging to try to get out of the job that you're in, there's going to have to be some, not sacrifice, but just some regimentation of your time. That'll get you out faster. I hope that that's helpful. I will talk to you guys later.